Hi friends! So I'm back with another video today and I'm so excited. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ebony. I'm a furniture artist and I specialize in taking neglected pieces of furniture and turning them into something beautiful. In today's video, I'll be transforming a Thomasville set. Now this also comes with a mirror, but I decided not to flip that. And I got this entire set for $10. And I got it from a neighbor around the corner. So I can't wait to tell you guys more about this in just a moment. So I'm gonna start by removing all of the hardware and putting it in a safe place, and then I'm gonna number all of the drawers. For the cleaning process, I'm using a degreasing dish soap, and I'm just going to use these attachments that I got from Amazon for about $10. The last time I used this method, I didn't have the greatest results. I applied way too much soap, so this time I cut that back about 1/3 of the amount and I had much better results. Okay, so as we continue on in the cleaning process, I want to try to quickly tell you guys about how I stumbled upon this dresser in the first place. So a couple of videos ago, I shared with you guys that this right here was going to be my next flip. And that was definitely the plan, but the expenses began to add up and it was just way too much and it wasn't really worth the return of investment. I found out that the drawer tracks needed to be replaced because the reinforcement wasn't working and it just wasn't really worth the energy or the expense. So I ran to Facebook Marketplace because I was going to see if the lady that delivers furniture had anything available. And then I saw this for $10 and I just had to ask for a location. When he sent back the location, it was literally a minute away, literally around the corner. I could have walked and been there in 2 minutes tops. So my husband and I got in his box truck and brought this bad boy home, and here we are. So I'm super excited, and let's just continue on in this transformation. So for the sanding process, I did a deep sanding on the top using 3 levels of grit, and then I did a scuff sand everywhere else using a 120 grit sandpaper. And I just wanted to quickly say thank you to my subscribers who made purchases for me off of my wish list. Everything has come so in handy, especially in today's video. I used a little bit of everything from the sanding disc to the respirator mask filters and the furniture rollers. So I just wanted to openly say thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I just had to come on here and say that really quick. So I'm always looking for tips and tricks that can help me flow more efficiently and that can help me cut back on my supply cost. And I saw someone do this on Instagram. I don't know who I seen do it first, but it's literally everywhere and I decided to go ahead and give it a try. Most people have done this using a piece of cardboard, but I'm actually using a scrap piece of wood, and you just hold it up against the edge and it really saves you time and the cost of buying tape and drape. So I encourage you to give it a try. It was fairly easy. In my case, the only issue was the wood kind of got heavy after a while, so I could understand why cardboard is better, but this is what I had and this is what I did, and I think it worked well. So I eventually found a piece of cardboard, and I tried to use that same method for the inside of my nightstands to prevent the overspray. And I'll be honest, I'll just say I think I had the same results just adjusting my gun and taking my time doing it that way than I did trying to hold this piece of cardboard on the inside. So to me, that didn't really make a difference, but you can give it a try and see what you think for yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for primer. And then the next step is to sand everything back with a fine grit sandpaper. I never really record that step, but I always do it. If you guys prefer me to show it, I can, just let me know. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So sand back with a fine grit sandpaper, blow away all of that sanding dust, and then you should be ready to move on to your paint. So for paint, I'm using Fallen Rock by Dunn Edwards in their Evo paint. It's actually Gemini by Evo. I just call it Evo. That's EVO. And I did 2 coats all over. I got a satin finish, and I'm actually really drawn to this paint now. Originally, I liked it, but now I think I love it. So the only thing to consider is that sometimes you'll get some paint runs if you're not careful. I only had a couple, nothing too major. It was a very simple fix, and I really like the durability of this paint. If you're new here, you'll learn that I don't use top coats. I just purchase paint that doesn't really require a top coat. So you definitely will be paying more for your paint. I use latex paint. I buy it by the gallon. So this gallon was $70 in my area. But if you consider the fact of buying top coat and doing 2 or 3 layers of that, you're saving time and money if you're not having to purchase the extra step of the polyacrylic. So to me, it kind of balances out. I don't know if I said that clearly, but yeah, I like using this method, and this is just what works for me. Now this paint does have a purple tinge to it, or a purple undertone, and I kind of knew that when I looked at the paint swatch, but it was a lot more apparent in person. So if that's not your thing, this may not be your color, but we're actually getting ready to get into the reveal. So if you're interested in all that jazz, keep watching, and yeah, just stay tuned.